There's some sunlight, but I shouldn't get up and do anything about it, or we're going to be here all day adjusting our camera. Okay. Oops, thought I lowered this all the way. I shouldn't get up. Okay. Oops, taking too long to do this. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Hello, sister. We are trying to figure it out. If you could do me a favor, and because I don't want to keep doing this administrative stuff while on the live, if you could send the link to our sister, please. Just so that I don't have to do it. Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Ingrid from thinkingthis.com. I am a writer, tarot reader, Akashic record guide, medium, and spiritual empowerment professional. I've discovered that decorative planning keeps me productive and motivated as I parent, homeschool, create content, and maintain my spiritual practice. So let's begin setting up week 13 for success. Okay, sorry, I want to be able to see the chat and the stream. Okay, good. All right, my lighting is off. I can see it. Please forgive me. There's so much blue on this screen too. I should probably just keep it more in the middle. Less annoying that way. All right, so this last week I wasn't here. I did not come and do a live. Look at this. There we go. I did not come and do a live plan with me last week because it was my daughter's birthday. We had family visiting, and I just had a lot of things I had to do to get myself together after the interruption of planning for like a little birthday celebration and stuff. So this is what it ended up looking like, which is hardly any color. I only added some color today. So before that, it was strictly ink only. And that's how it was. That's how I handled it. Not fun. Not as exciting to look at. But it did keep track of what I needed to keep track of. And enabled me to remember all of my appointments and blah, 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 blah. So the function was there. It just wasn't as entertaining. So I'm excited to get back into this week because things have already started taking up space. And so let's decorate week 13. As usual, we're going to begin with dinner. We're going to time block dinner. Oops. Got the marker dirty with some blue stuff. All right. Ooh, that's so messy now. Hold on. There we go. So, Raisa, what are you up to? Planning as well? Or are you like folding laundry or something? I have lots of laundry to fold. Okay, time blocked dinner. I do know that I need to make something here. Roasted string beans. So yeah, 2 of my children had their wisdom teeth taken out last Thursday. So I've spent the majority of the week either bookkeeping or caretaking. Folding clothes, I guess correctly. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did this past week. So now we're going to try to have a more balanced collection of tasks. You were too lazy to fold clothes yesterday. Yeah, so was I. I too was too lazy to fold clothes yesterday. Let's see. What's next? After we time block the bedtime routine. Hold on, let's move that there. Yes, I might not stay the entire 90 minutes. It really depends on how my uterus feels. But also because I'm not planning on doing any reading, any tarot reading during this live, because I have a lot of planning stuff to catch up with. So, for instance, I'm supposed to do a weekly review, a monthly review, and I did not do a monthly review in January or February. And I don't know that I did any weekly reviews. I would have to go back and look. So those are the things that I need to address. I need to index whatever hasn't been indexed, record the stats, the habit tracking stats from January and February. And I need to set my quarterly goals for quarter 2. So it's time for me to ask myself the HB90 questions and set my quarterly goals for quarter 2, which begins, I think it begins April 15th, quote unquote. Like the business quarter begins April 15th. But I mean, I guess April 1st. April 1st also. So I need to get myself together for April 1st. I spent the beginning of the first quarter basically treading water and going through the difficulties in survival mode. And I want to be more intentional with the time that I do have for my long-term projects. Raisa says, I was supposed to do weekly setup though. Yeah. Weekly reflection. PM reflection. PM reflection. Put you back. There we go. Oops. All right, there's our evening routine. I feel like I should have moved us closer in. What do you think? Maybe next time. Should I increase the close-up? I don't know. We're not going to change anything now. Okay, so we have cooking, we have bedtime routine. Now let's hit the morning. Yeah, let's just hit the morning. Wow, I just saw something that should have been forwarded. There we go. Okay. So let's go back over here. We have what we do every Monday. Then we have what? What is the ideal week thing? We have it here. The ideal week. Right here. Oil pulling. I'm going to put exercise on this one. Shower, right? Yes, shower. Meditate. Direct morning routine. AM reflection. Pendulum test. Vitamins. Cleaning. Okay. So there's that Monday. Since you're watching on the TV, you don't see the difference. Okay. Well, then I won't worry about it since you're the only one I know who's watching. Okay, so we have added the morning routine. Now, generally, all I do is make that list and I write it in at the time that I think it should happen. And then I don't write that down for every day. I just use the dot in that life category to represent that task at that time. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing with exercise. Okay, so what I have here, don't know if you can see it, but what I have here is ice cream custard at the time I should be doing exercise, because I do have to make ice cream custard tomorrow morning. And so I've decided that I should do that at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if that's going to happen, but the custard shouldn't take too long. I may be able to get that exercise in anyway. So that's why I put the exercise dot next to the ice cream custard. Just in case I do have time. I want to remember that, you know, there's a place where I can check it off if I do it. Okay. So exercise, shower, we have it for 6:30. Meditate, we have that for 7 o'clock. O'clock in the morning, meditate. One thing that it's important for me to do is try to get the lunch and the vitamins and all that stuff sorted out the night before so that I actually do have time to meditate. When I don't quote pack lunch the night before, I end up having to do that at the time I should be meditating. So I need to change that. And so what I'm going to remember to do is here during the dinner time, pack lunch. Pack lunch. And I'm going to put that, I'm going to do that. Oh no, we don't need it on Thursday. So just those 3 days. My sister said, "You write so tiny, I can never read what you write." Is that something you would like to do? Would you like to be able to read what I write? Perhaps this is a critique worth investigating. I do write tiny. It's the only way I can fit all the information. All right. Meditate, we marked that. Direct morning routine. Direct morning routine, because it's time-based, it's kind of like an appointment. And so I use my appointment color, which is hot pink. Oops, it doesn't need to happen on Saturday or Friday. There we go. Okay. AM reflection. I just realized there's a lot of shadowing. Might have to do with either the sun coming in or my lighting. One of these days, the live stream is going to look good. I'm very excited for that day, for when it looks good. Okay, pendulum test. The vitamins needs to be in this color. Cleaning. Is this color. Okay. And oops, wait. Pendulum test of vitamins is every day. So let's put that all in there. Okay, so the cleaning there, and I know about laundry already, so we might as well put it. What time did we say laundry should happen? Laundry from 11 to 1. Okay, so Raisa says, I would love to fill out my planner more like you. However, I'm either not as busy as you or my is super scattered. Well, what is it that you would, is it about the art of it? Like you wish you could have more art with it, or you like the organization? Is that what you feel? Because if you don't have as much to do, that means you can add more decorations to your page. You can use bigger stickers if the to-do list isn't as long. One thing is, though, if you're very good at just getting to work, you may not need to write everything down. Oh, your brain is super scattered. Well, then my brain is also scattered. And so the writing things down helps me organize my thoughts and helps me prioritize, because I tend to tackle the things that either produce the most anxiety or produce the least anxiety, right? Depending on, whatever. But when I can write it down and be intentional about what I'm choosing to do, then I am less scattered. That's how I help myself be less scattered. So, like the color coding, is that what you mean by organized? Color coding. Color coding makes it fun. All right, this is like stuff that I need to do every week. And usually I say, I'm going to fill that out off camera because it's not that interesting and I have to turn the book. But this is what I do. Like wash cat dishes. There's two kinds of cat dishes. There's, where the food bowl and the mat where the food bowl sits, you know, because we change the food bowl with every meal. But the mat where the food bowl sits is weekly. And then there's the water feeder and the mat where the water feeder sits. And so because that's two areas of cat dishes, I put 2 dots there. When I do them, I put an X on each dot. If I only did one, then only one of the dots gets an X. Wash the Brita. That gets a dot. Wash the salad spinner. And that gets 2 dots because there's 2 parts. Wash dish racks. That gets 2 dots because there's 2 dish racks. Clean the stove. Gets 1 dot. Tidy kitchen cabinets. There are 3 kitchen cabinets that are constantly disorganized. And so 1, 2, 3. Clean appliance faces. There's 3 appliance faces. Clean the bathrooms. There are 3 bathrooms. I don't clean the bathrooms every week. We're going to leave it there. But there's a reason why there's dots there. And it's so that I can know when was the last time all 3 of them happened in the same week. Okay. Back to horizontal. My planner is not as fancy as yours. This is a very fancy planner, I have to say. Again, it adds to the fun. It makes me more likely to come back and look and see what it is that I have to do. Okay, so we've done the morning. Now let's get into the appointments. We have an appointment at this time, and then we have this and this. I actually need to copy, download speech and OT reports. Okay. All right. Let's add our little triangles. Appointment triangles. Okay, and let's shade in the hourly blocks, because I will not be home, and that's why it's getting shaded in. I will be unavailable for anything else. Unavailable for everything else. Okay, we've added our appointments. What next? Homeschool admin times. I'm suddenly freezing. I'm cold. Where's my sweater? I think I left it downstairs. Okay, so homeschool admin time. We have our usual 4:30 to 5 o'clock every day. Oops. And then we're going to shade that. All right, next up, homeschool prep Saturday, 7 to 8:30. Okay. And so we're going to write it, homeschool prep. And then here, update, homeschool register. All right, now we're going to add actual instruction homeschooling time. Okay, and Wednesday is just like Monday. And Thursday is just like Wednesday. Okay, this is also the same. Okay, there we go. Homeschool instruction time, time blocked. Okay. Here. Okay, so next we have, we did homeschooling, we did, oh, I need to add my little Sunday activities here. So it's load vitamins. Load vitamins. Bam. Okay, what else do we have here? We have some other stuff. We've got ancestor offerings. And we have ancestor offerings. And wash spirit dishes. Vacuum. Oops. I need 3 dots for wash spirit dishes. So vacuum is here. Vacuum. Foyer. Wash spirit dishes. There we go. We've added the Sunday morning tasks. Let's add the work hours. Work hours. We've got the live and the getting ready for the live. So that starts at 2:30 and ends at 5. Then there's book club, and that also gets all of Wednesday. Tuesday definitely have work to do. We're going to have that begin at 6. Okay, and then here We need to decide what 7 to 8:30 is. I think it needs to be bookkeeping. Yeah, I think that needs to be bookkeeping, 7:30 to 8:30. Oops. And we're going to make that a solid rectangle because I really need to make sure I do that. We've got deadlines, so we must diligently work through. Bookkeeping, and then again, where else did we say bookkeeping needed to happen? Yeah, I think it needs to happen on Saturday and on Sunday. All right, bookkeeping has been time blocked. Oh, wait. This Thursday. Thursday. I don't know what to choose. I don't know what to do. Let's mark down when the books are open this week. So we got 24, 25, 27, 28, 29. 24, 25, 27, 28, 29. Okay. So this time as well. Okay, so if there is no oops, I should go here actually. Okay, so if there is no appointment, then what I should be doing what I should be doing is bookkeeping again on Friday. supposed to go inside here. I did it in the wrong spot. Okay, and then homeschool admin on these other three time blocks on Tuesday and Friday. Oops. Kind of messy, but there and there. Okay, next up, we're going to shade in book club time and the live time. I wrote that in the wrong spot again, geez. That actually belongs here. There we go. Okay. Live. On YouTube. Okay. Are we done? I believe. Oh no, let's write down this. I want to add the moon phases. Are there any moon phases this week? We got the 25th and the 29th. Okay. So we're going to use this little tiny pen. Tiny nib pen. So the 29th is a new moon. So we're going to just put our circle there. New moon. And the 25th is the waning crescent. Waning crescent. Waning crescent. Okay. So we're going to shade that and shade that. I think there's an eclipse. Is there an eclipse? Yeah. There's an eclipse. New moon in Aries with an eclipse. So I'm actually going to add a little line to that so that we know it's an eclipse, a solar eclipse. Okay, and then we're going to shade this tiny crescent with the light blue. And there we have our moon phase. This was in Aries. What was this moon phase in? Aquarius. Moon in Aquarius. There we go. I've been forgetting to add that, and so I'm very glad that I remembered this time. Okay, so now we have truly time blocked everything. It's time to make our to-do lists. I'm going to start with the groceries. Shopping cart over here. Okay. Shopping cart. Groceries. I'm gonna have to use this. IES, there we go, groceries. Those two colors don't match. Two, three, four. 4 grocery items. And one thing that we need is cinnamon sticks. Okay, so the other to-dos. What happens when we use this one? Probably the same. Okay, so we have homeschooling. Homeschooling. Bookkeeping. And thinking this. Okay. I'll write that there. Bookkeeping tasks. Homeschooling tasks. Oops. Okay. Time blocks also. This time I'm going to turn the book. So homeschooling. Bookkeeping. Thinking this. Now, I don't know how, it might be hard for me to count that. Because there's there's a few days where it's optional. Not really optional, but there's a few days where I might be doing something else. I don't know that I should even count them to this week. I'm not sure about that. I don't know how beneficial that would be. I mean, homeschooling is... No. I don't know. We wrote it. We should make use of it if we wrote it. So let's just do it. Counting the homeschooling admin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14. Bookkeeping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. And then thinking this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 42. There's this Sunday night thing here, which actually makes most sense to make that a homeschool admin time as well. We're gonna take 5:30. (5:30 to 8:30) as homeschool admin time as well. And what are we going to say? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we're going to change that to 19. There are 19 available task blocks for homeschool admin. Okay, now what? Now we're really done time blocking. And what needs to happen is like our decorative element, right? So the question is, what washi tape are we going to use? Let's just use the dolphins. Let's use the dolphins. Okay, we've got our dolphin here, and now what color are we highlighting with? What color is it here? It's like it should be that one, but I can't remember what color that was. I think it's this one. We're just gonna go for it. Oh no, actually, before we go for it, we can just do this part, and if we don't like it, we'll know. Oh no, too dark. This is not the color. That is not the color. It's also dried out. I'm gonna have to use this one. Okay, and now we will highlight our week. All right, it's a little blurred out. It's a little dark. But there it is. Week, what are we calling this? Week 13. There we go. Week 13. Ready to go. If you're curious, I don't know if I showed you guys, but this is how the monthly page looks. Yeah. And now here is what week 13 looks like. And that's pretty much what we got. Let's say some affirmations before we go. By the way, Jupiter is in Gemini. Some people would say it's in its detriment, but let's find a way to make those energies work for us. I'm going to do a little research on that, and maybe we'll talk about it some more next week. What am I looking for? My affirmations. All right, so there's our decor for March. Still kind of unfinished. I'm supposed to do something up here, but the month is almost over. This may be ending up the way it stays. I mean, this may end up staying the way it is. Okay, so let us affirm. I am a leader today. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. My ancestors support and protect me always in all ways. I hold every key to create change, and I have the resources to do it. Powerful affirmations for Aries season as well. So yeah, we're going to say goodbye. This is it. We're ending a little early today because I really need to do some back-end administrative stuff. And I just need to take this time to do it today. So we'll be here next week. Hopefully, I'll have some information about Jupiter and Gemini that we can discuss and use. Possibly even another reading to help us understand and integrate the Jupiter in Gemini energies. So, yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful week 13. Only love prevails. See you next week.